So it's me, your little small boy, Samson. Good morning to all my amazing chosen one up there. I truly appreciate all your efforts, all your support. I truly appreciate. So I have something special for us today. What I bring to the table is this. Your time is what is coming. The waiting was not punishment. God was preparing for you for a greater what? A greater mission, a greater thing. The truth is this: many of us have passed through a lot. Many of us have gone through one situation to another. Many of us have been expecting God that we need this, we need that, we need this. But the truth is this: God's time is the perfect. God's time is the what is what is perfect. No matter how you cry, no matter how you shout, no matter how you pray, no matter how you try to disturb God, you need to understand that your waiting is not in vain. And no matter how you shed tears, that cannot move God to act when it is not what the appropriate time. That is why you need to understand that if you are still there, if you are still hoping on God, and you are still, trying, expecting God to do things around you, don't just think that God have automatically abandoned you, or don't just have that feeling that the Father have automatically would rejected you. No, he will never reject his own. The part truth is this: he have a time for everything. He know when and how to bless you. So when God is what is silent in your life, when it look like God have not yet intervened, or God have not yet come to rescue you from that situation, that does not simply means that he is not seeing all that you are going through, or is not hearing your cry. So you need to understand that the time that God's time is the best. Yes, I know sometimes people said they are tired of waiting upon God, and that was a dream that I had. That was day before yesterday, when I was in, because I did not go to work due to I was doing some certain things at home. So when I just have well, I'm sure up to 30 minutes sleep, maybe 1 hour sleep, then I had this dream. Someone told me in the dream that everyone wants something so easy. Everyone need it so easily, which is the problem why things are what are getting tough around us. So listen, when God keeps silent in your life, or when it look like what you have been asking God have not yet come, that does not simply mean that God have automatically would abandon you, or God have automatically would reject you, or God is not seeing what you are automatically what going through. He do see everything. But the problem is that no matter how it look like, or no matter what you are going through, that cannot change God idea. That cannot move God to do or to act when it is not a what time for him to act. That will not make God to move when it is not the appropriate time for him to move. So you need to understand the fact truth that you're waiting. While you are waiting, God is also there preparing a table for you. He's also there preparing and arranging something bigger than what you are going through. Listen, my brothers and sisters, the fact truth is this: God knows when to bless you. God knows when to do all these things. So while you are waiting for God, why it look like God have not yet come to intervene in your case, when it look like God have not yet come to to fulfill that which you have been expecting him to do, either in all angles of your life, in your business, in your finance, in your marriage, in your academic, or you are expecting to get married. But the one thing you must do is this: keep working and keep expecting, because one day God will surely step in. He will. And when he step in, it will be like a dream in your eye. So when God is silent in your life, always remember that he had something bigger ahead of you. He know what he is doing. He know the exactly thing that he is doing. So when God is blessing you, that does not mean God is what is punishing you. When God is examining things in your life, or when God is doing, or it look like all your prayer you have been praying for, all that you have been seeking for, no breakthrough, no door, no open door, it look like you are stranded. Remember, God cannot move when it is not the appropriate time for him to act in your life. That is why you need to have patience with him. That is why you need to have what patience. Because why you were waiting, why you were there waiting, God is also there preparing something great ahead of your life. He's also there preparing something. Listen, your waiting is not a punishment. Yes, believe me. Look at the life of Esther. After Esther have gone through all manners of things in life in the Bible, after she have gone through difficulties, even in the hand of what Haman, he got through a lot. They betrayed him. They speak bad of him. Haman betrayed him by digging a pit in his backyard to bury them, whereby they have not even offended him or done anything wrong to the community, and yet they still fight him. All that they have been, they waited, pray, and yet God did not intervene until God surely come and what in a what in a suitable in a suitable word point. So you need to understand, when God is silent in your life, that does not mean he's punishing you. God has something greater ahead of every situation you are going through. So my brothers and sisters, the truth is this: what you are going through is not made to destroy you. What you are passing through is not made to frustrate you. God have enough store ahead of you. A time is coming when you will look back, you will say, oh, I thank God that I did not quit. I thank God that I did not lose the hope. I thank God that I was not frustrated to a point where I start to do what? To look it for easy way. I thank God that God, I have that patience. Listen, all it takes is patience. No matter how many tears you share, or how many move, or how many prayer you make or you do every day, that cannot move God to act when it is not time for him to act. Just believe this, and always have this mindset that your waiting does not mean God is punishing you. And while you are waiting, God is also preparing a table ahead of you. And don't quit, and don't look like God is punishing you, or God have already forgotten you, or God have already rejected you. No, he have something greater ahead of you. Remain blessed, and may God bless you. And don't forget to subscribe. If you have not, don't forget to subscribe, and may God indeed bless you. Remain blessed.